I wasn't really sure how this was gonna turn out, but look. I think it was drywall spackle that you can use to make texture on your junk journal pages. So I thought I'd try it. Hi, this is Adrienne at Imprint Press, and in this video, I'm going to show you a session I had using the translucent texture paste, and I used Martha Stewart paint, and I used a palette knife I got from the dollar store. I think the stencil is from Michael's. Anyway, the first thing I did was a test. I mixed a little bit of the paint and a little bit of the texture paste. This is actually translucent texture paste, so it has a little bit of a sheen to it. So I did a little sample on a piece of sketchbook paper. It's actually a really nice craft colored sketchbook paper. I just put some wax paper under it just to save my table and got to getting. As you can see, you only need a little bit of texture paste and a little bit of paint, and it goes a long way, because once you mix it with the palette knife, you're going to scrape it off as you do it. So it'll just leave that residue underneath the stencil. Once it's all mixed, you just start applying. And for wallpaper, I would suggest, what I didn't do at the time was cutting the stencil out so that it would be easier, because I ended up basically having to dry it in between each design. So you just apply it then later with the palette knife, and you'll see how it's going, and then you scrape it off at the end, and you pull up the stencil, and you keep going in a wallpaper style pattern, an alternating pattern, just like wallpaper. And I even did the little half of a piece, just like wallpaper, in between at the bottoms and at the edges when I ran out of space. The paint is actually a Martha Stewart Crafts multi-surface metallic acrylic craft paint, and it's called Rose Chrome, which this is going to go perfectly with my Dancing Maiden's journal, which is pink. Basically, it's pink. So once you have the whole sheet done, what I did was I took a blow dryer and dried, and that's pretty much it. So after it was dry, just cut it down to match the size of the journal page. I made it one long journal page, and I still have a strip that I could use for a pocket or a belly band or something. And then I paired it up on the other side with some actual vintage wallpaper from my wallpaper mix number. It's either number 1 or number 2. I think it looks really great. Very enjoyable project, and I recommend it to all. I think it came out great. I really like the way it looks, and it feels really nice, and it's got a nice shine to it, so it adds like a little bit of, sparkle to the journal. Thanks for watching.